This is called the Taste of History plate at LA's first ever Mexican restaurant. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Steve from Rockstar Eater, and in today's video, I'm going to be checking out one of the most iconic restaurants in Los Angeles. I am here at El Cholo. It's kind of south of Koreatown, and this is a 102-year-old Mexican restaurant, making it the oldest operating Mexican restaurant in all of Los Angeles. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? So you're probably wondering, how does the food hold up to a lot of the other Mexican foods they can find around Los Angeles? Well, that's what I'm gonna find out today as I go in and order the best things on the menu so that I can help you guys out on what to order when you come to this restaurant. And also, if you're new to this channel, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. More of these awesome food videos coming your way. And with that being said, I'm gonna be heading in there now and trying some of this iconic Mexican food. So they started out in 1923 at another spot under a different name, and then eventually they worked their way to this spot, which is pretty cool because it's like a very traditional cantina-like environment, very festive. So I heard that they have other locations of El Cholo around Southern California, but this one on Western is the very original one. All right guys, this is Oscar. He's the manager here at El Cholo on Western. He's going to give us a tour of this place because it's a really fascinating facility.
So here we have the history of El Cholo from the original founders, Joe Reyna, our first chef, Carmen Rocha, who brought the nachos to LA. Ron Salisbury with Rachel Reid, we won the best taco contest in the entire country. And then here we have our Hall of Fame, the employees that have been working the longest in the company.
So what is the longest working employee?
Jaime Cornelio. Yeah, he has like 42 years. He started as a dishwasher, and then he moved into the kitchen, came to the floor to be a busboy, who's still a busboy. He hasn't want to move from that position.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes. This is our newest room. You know, we can fit groups of 10 people maximum, and people love it because it's very cozy. So this is the oldest part of the restaurant. You know, it used to be a 2-bedroom house where the owners live in one room, and on the other one they started the business. So this is the original fireplace still here. You can see the boots, you know, the shape. It's pretty straight, and that it used to be the original booths here. We have a full bar. We are pretty well known for the margaritas. And Ron, the existing owner, used to go to USC. And so this room here is dedicated to USC. And then with the years, he named it after Louis Samperini. And according to the history, Louis Samperini, when was a kid, used to come and babysit Ron so that he would get food to eat. And so those are some pictures of him, and because of that, the room is called Louis Samperini. Over here, we have the patio, which was the last addition in the restaurant. It's a room where we can hold parties for up to 100 people. And it's an enclosed patio, but it's a beautiful, beautiful space.
Wow, very nice. Good for parties, right?
Yes, sir. We're ready.
Okay, sounds good. Let's see what they have on their menu, beginning with the antojito section. If it's in the box, I'm assuming that means you have to get it. Carmen's original nachos, I heard, is popular here. I don't get nachos that often in the Mexican restaurant, but I am willing to try it. And I also heard that the fiesta platter is good, especially if you want to sample a few different things like chimichanga and taquitos. So you can get the taquitos individually as well. They got the soups and the salads. It does not look like it's a cheap restaurant, kind of on the pricey side, but I heard they do give you some nice big portions. So I guess that kind of makes up for it. You see, you can do a combination 1 through 6, pick 2 of your favorite choices. And they even have something like Taste of History. You can get like enchiladas, taco, chili relleno, pork tamale. Wow, that sounds so good. I think I'm gonna get that one. And on this side, it looks like we got some lunch specials that run until 4 p.m. I think this is a good idea if you want to save on some money. As well as the margaritas. Yep, a lot of people come here to drink the margaritas to get their fullest experience. This one is called the Santa Barbara enchiladas. Inside you got some shrimp, mushrooms, chicken. We got the sauce over it. And you gotta have that cheese too, right? Man, look at all that cheese on top of these nachos. This is one of the biggest Mexican kitchens I've been to. I can tell this restaurant is pretty busy, but thankfully they can get a lot of these dishes out pretty quickly based on what I'm seeing. They work very fast. And I believe they are making the fajitas, the mixed fajitas with the meats, the seafood. Wow, that is pretty hot. I see it sizzling, the fajitas. At least for this location, there's valet parking. It's about $5.50. I mean, not terribly bad because I've seen other places that charged a lot more than that. But hey, you can always try to find street parking somewhere on Western Avenue. All right, first time trying the food at El Cholo. And based on what I'm seeing, it really looks like food that could have come out of like a Tex-Mex restaurant. A little bit more of an Americanized Mexican experience. If that's the food that you're into, then I think you're gonna like this place. If you're expecting something more of like something straight out of Mexico, like deep in Mexico, then just being honest, there are other places out there that will suit your needs. This is like the cheesiest cheddar nachos I've seen in a Mexican restaurant. It's called the Carmen's Original Nachos. Very cheesy. As you can see, it's not terribly complicated. All you have is really just the chips and the cheese on top, and then they give you some of these as well, the jalapenos, to kind of spice things up a little bit. Very simple, but packed with a lot of flavor. This one is called the Fiesta Platter. So it is one of those sampler platters where you can get crab and beef taquitos, nachos, quesadillas, chimichanga, guacamole, and sour cream. Since we are still on the antojitos, might as well try some of the stuff that's on the Fiesta Platter, right? That is so crispy. If you don't know what a chimichanga is, it's pretty much a deep fried burrito. But the way they do it here is they would deep fry it, you know, with the tortilla on top, and they would cut it up so that it is pretty much like finger food. Oh yeah, good for sharing. Very good appetizer. Quesadillas. Now here's something I haven't tried in a while too. Quesadillas that I've had before kind of had a little bit of a crisp on top because they're usually like grilled or sometimes deep fried depending on what kind of restaurant you go to. So this one is a little bit more elastic when you bite into it. Not my top preference, but then again, I'm not really that into quesadillas to begin with, so it's one of those foods that I kind of skip over. Crab and beef taquito. Wow, now here's something I haven't tried before. Sounds so exotic. You can definitely taste the crab inside, and it is sweet tasting crab. I'm not sure what to think about that because I was expecting something more savory and saltier. It's interesting. I don't think I've ever had a taquito like this before. If you don't know what taquitos are, they're pretty much rolled up fried tacos, which usually has beef or chicken inside. So this is the first time I've seen it made with the crab meat inside. I guess it's a house specialty. As if that nacho platter were not enough. Look at, there's more nachos in this one too. Tastes pretty much like the other one. But this one, there's that guacamole that's on top with some of the olives. So I say that it kind of has a little bit more of a diverse flavor, something a little bit different, which I like. This one is called the Santa Barbara enchiladas. So it's pretty much shrimp and chicken, sauteed mushrooms, onions, chili salsa, and jack cheese. Comes with some beans as well as rice. And I don't remember if I've ever had an enchilada that had both shrimp and chicken inside. I think most of the times when I've had enchiladas in the past, it was either cheese or chicken. So to try something like this is a little bit different, especially when the chicken is more like the cube chicken. And I always love it when I get these places that have the rice and the beans inside, like a really complete meal. Rice is kind of on the hard side. I mean, not the best Mexican rice I've had in one of these plates. But then again, not every restaurant does it equally good, right? This restaurant has combinations, which I'm always into. This is the #1 combination, which is cheese enchilada. You can kind of see it to the left, as well as the rolled beef taco. And it comes with, of course, some beans, as well as rice. So that one is their famous cheese enchilada. I like this balance because you get something that's cheesy and soft, but then you get something that's crispy too with the beef inside. Definitely crispy. Really one of my favorite Mexican foods. It's like I always search out one of these combo plates and I look for the taquito inside. So as long as I have the taquito and maybe like a chili relleno or something, then that's like my ideal Mexican combo plate. And we got the fajitas. Look at that. It comes out sizzling hot on that skillet. I love it. So for the fajitas, you can get your choice of meat, but I decided to get the mixed fajitas. So you have the seafood, like the shrimp, along with the steak and the chicken and the assorted vegetables. It even comes with some cheese and some beans to the left. And it looks like my fajitas has run out of steam. It's okay. This is one of those foods that I can hold off all the way to the end because I know it's still going to be nice and hot. It is still pretty hot. I'm fine eating the fajitas the way it is, but I know some people like to make these taco wraps with it. Adding the guacamole and the sour cream and the cheese in there kind of makes it a little bit Taco Bell style, but hey, it gives it a whole new flavor. Yeah, I think it's really enjoyable. Like I said, I'm completely fine eating the fajitas straight off of this sizzling platter, but even making tacos out of it, it works in a different way. And this looks like it's the grand finale, the taste of history. So yes, you get a little bit of everything on this one too. You see we got the chili relleno right there, as well as pork tamale and the rolled up beef taco, beans, cheese, as well as the cheese enchilada. Wow, very big platter. I've been eyeing this one the entire time, the chili relleno. Wow, that chili relleno is so soft and spongy. That's the way I like my chili relleno. It kind of has like an eggy taste. Chili relleno is one of my favorite Mexican foods. So when I see it on a combination platter, I get super excited. But you know what else is one of my favorites that I can never get enough of? Is this one. Oh man, I mean, these are really good tamales. The pork is very tender too, very good flavor. Sauce tastes nice too. Yeah, one of my favorite things so far I had today. Oh, I wish I could just eat like 10 more of those. No, I'm serious. It's really like one of my favorite Mexican foods. I get super excited when I see chili relleno as well as tamale on my plate. And even a taquito. So as you can tell, this is my favorite platter so far. Looks like a lot of these plates have repeat items. Cheese enchilada. Me personally, I'm more of a chicken enchilada type of person. Cheese, so-so with me. But like I said, it is one of the most popular things at this restaurant. If you're asking for my favorites, what you should get when you come here, for sure get the Carmen Nacho platter and also get the Taste of History. Like all of your best things are on there. The chili relleno, the tamale, the taquitos. Maybe just because that's my personal favorite. But hey, a lot of customers come here, they like to get the combination plate #1, even plate #5. They like to get the fajitas, so it's totally your preference. As you can tell, this is more of an Americanized Mexican restaurant. Not the best Mexican restaurant I've ever been to, but still very enjoyable and tasty all around, especially if you love all the fried stuff like the chimichanga, the tacos, the nachos. I mean, this place is spacious. They got the bar here. I can tell it's a really good restaurant for large groups and parties. All right, guys, so before I close out this episode, I want to give a shout out once again to the awesome manager, Oscar. So when you come to this restaurant, look out for him, tell him you saw the video. He's going to take really good care of you, right, Oscar?
Yes, I'll be waiting for all of you, okay? And I'll take good care of you.
All right, you heard the man. Woo, all right.
Take care.
Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.